me or just be under the influence and just because it's foolish. I've always been responsible, but I didn't want that edge that could make me irresponsible.
But
You
see,
know.
they got here, they even given a rule with the landlords. Now, your tenant been in your building, in your apartment, smoking cigarettes. Now all of a sudden weed is legal. You making a big thing about it. You better not smell no weed in your apartment. No
Right.
smoking marijuana
Right.
in my building.
Right. You have that right. You have
But
that
you
right.
allow the cigarette smoke to be smoked in your building. No, what you think?
Hmm.
Don't you think a cigarette will start a fire quicker than a joint?
Yeah,
That's what I was gonna
yeah.
say.
But
Cigarettes even worse.
a lot of apartment complexes don't allow you to smoke
Cigarettes.
cigarettes in their apartments.
Okay, if you got that rule, then I can understand the weed too.
Hmm.
Then, but how you allow the cigarettes and then say no weed smoking?
Yeah.
Right.
Well,
That don't sound right to me.
this is a double standard world. So but it all comes together because then you just get your credit together, get your house, and you can do whatever you want to do in it. So anyway.
That's the way to go.
Do what you want to do. As a matter of fact, doing what you want to do, that leads me to my next topic, which I found very interesting this week, was the story about Meghan and Harry leaving the
Royals.
yeah.
Yeah.
She's like, deuces, I'm not taking this foolishness.
Don't you think it's a little racism there?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
there is.
exactly. Yeah. And she said how they've said very nasty things about her, but he said that he was. I heard they were speaking to him one time, and he said that he was not going to allow them to treat his wife like they did his mother.
Yeah. But I knew something was up the way the son and the cake there was popping them babies out.
Oh
Pushing
yeah.
it further and further back for Harry to ever become king in that palace.
Yeah.
Right.
And that's why they was like, well, you know what? I'm so far down the line. Let's bounce. But they're saying, the report is that they'll make even more money away from the royalty than they would inside.
Right, but I'm thinking they mostly worried about is the security for themselves.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right.
Exactly.
They want them to go on to pay for that security, let them keep that security
Mm-hmm.
team that they got. And they pay for that.
Mm-hmm.
And they like, we don't know if we're gonna do that one there, son.
Right. Well, you know what? Someone else brought up something very interesting. You know how you hear what we call water cooler talk, and it was mentioned that the country really does not even need a king and queen anymore. It's not like the queen governs the country. That's what Parliament does. So the king and queen, they are there. The queen is there just out of really tradition.
Tradition.
You know, Harry wasn't feeling that mess of years when he was a teenager, a young man and stuff.
Yep.
And the incident took place in Vegas. Then he had a hotel room or something. He was in there butt naked.
Yeah, he did. You remember that?
Yeah, Harry's kind of out there.
He is out there. You know what? He's down to earth, and he's just
down
like
to earth and he's just real.
so real. It's like buck all this. When it's all said and done, the crown, the no crown, because I didn't know this either. But the people pay their it's like when you're in church and you pay your tithes and then they say there's pay your then we got to pay the pastor.
Oh.
Yeah, so that's what the royal family lives off of, the money of the people.
Ain't that nice?
Isn't that nice? And so,
be nice.
right, and so they're like, you know what? We don't need to live off of these people money because we don't do anything for the people. We're not politicians, and so I know that they do go around and do what they call Commonwealth tours where they, go to different countries and, help out or scene and support. Okay, so if you're going to, if that's going to be done, okay, fine if you're doing it on behalf of the country, but there really is not a reason that the Queen and them should be collecting checks out for the people.
Right.
That's their law, their rules. That's their country, their city. Megan trying to get Harry back over to California or Canada or something.
I
Right.
knew that was going to happen. And I think what really started this whole thing is she was interviewed some time ago and they had asked her something to the effect of, oh, how are you handling this? Are you okay? And she had said something like, I'm really glad you asked me that because nobody has asked me. And no, I'm not okay.
Right.
So that kind of led the stage for where they're at right now.
Right.
And I'm excited for them.
I am too.
Because
I am
she's
too.
been through a lot. She's been through a lot over
Right.
there with all that.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And then, also with her, what was that? Oh, shoot. I mean, yeah, it's just the fact that she has, had to go through so much. And then here's the thing, this is what is also being said, in the news is that if there is an issue, because the Queen says, she was thrown by surprise when they announced it, and everyone is saying, no, you couldn't have been surprised. This could not have been leading up to this, and got to this point for you to not know that this type of thing was going to happen.
She should have knew that when they decided not to live. They moved up out the palace.
Right. Oh,
Yeah.
Well, that's what you think was going to start happening.
and then look where they said. Well, they gave them Africa. They're Duchess over Africa. And she's like, what makes you think I want to be there? And although Harry does a lot of work over there,
Right.
but so what are you trying to say? That just because I'm mixed, I'm biracial, that this is where I want to live in Africa, they brought their behinds right on back. He's like, little do they know, I am princess. I spoke I was gonna have a prince when I was a young lady, and now I want to go live in a nice bougie house. I don't need to live in this raggedy, torn, falling apart castle.
I want to see how strong that black blood is in Megan and see if it come out of that baby Archie.
Archie is so adorable. Well, that's just it though. She's, by her being biracial, I don't know because
You remember the woman that played on Fresh Prince? What was the sister? What was her name?
Hillary?
Yes.
Right.
She was biracial. She's biracial.
Yes.
She married a white guy.
Oh, okay. And
Her
so,
kids, straight white.
yeah, usually, yeah.
And she got a book or something. I'm thinking she having issues with her kids not being biracial or whatever, being called biracial or something. But they look white.
What?
You can hardly see.
How you gonna that's that was your pot. You put the ingredients in them, and then you don't like the way they came out.
But you don't think about all that, I guess. When you don't think about how society will accept your kids, being that different nationality like that or something, biracial.
Yep. You never
It's
know
wrong,
how
but
people
you
look.
exactly.
And you have to be prepared for that. You can't pick and choose. And, like they always say, you are what you look like, I think. I mean, it's okay to acknowledge, all the races that are in you, but you kind of have to be realistic and kind of accept the fact that, okay, I look this way, so people are going to treat me that way.
Right.
Right. Like different nationalities believe in, they don't consider themselves as being racist when they'll say, oh, we just want to stay within our own. They'll tell you they want to stay within their own nationality. They don't want no other breed. But we don't have nothing against you, black man. You just cool over there, but we stay over here. We'll interact with each other, and they don't believe in interracial.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Ukrainian is not, you're not going to see a black man with a Ukrainian woman or vice versa.
Well, it depends on if she get over here and get Americanized, honey. She see that brother run up and down that court and see him big strong legs and that butt
Oh, you
going
gotta
up
be on
and
that
down.
court though.
What? All of a sudden, honey, she go, I love Americans. I love African Americans. I do. I love African Americans. You like, calm down, girl. We know. But I'm just saying, it is so funny because you do start feeling like that when you're like, no, Mary Black, Mary Black, Mary Black, and I still feel like some way that we still have that right though.
Yeah.
We still have that right. Like, it's like, no, we're still trying to strengthen our culture. Nothing against you, but we still want to strengthen our culture. But I think what's really happening now is we're seeing more Caucasian or interracial relationships where it's a Caucasian males and black females.
Yes.
Oh, it's jumping off now.
It really is.
Jumping.
What they call it,
White
swirl
men
nation.
decide like it booties now.
Honey, they liking it, honey. They liking it. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They even got me blushing on some comments. I be like, what? Shut up. Shut up. I know. No, my mama would roll in her grave. But wait a minute. What you say? I know.
Down with the swirl.
Down
Swirl
with
nation.
the swirl. But you know what? When you're hoping to meet somebody, again, it's almost. It feels like it is almost time for that time out. Let's stop fighting old battles. Let's stop crying over old things and start moving on to new things to resolve. Instead of being concerned about what color somebody is as marrying, let's make sure that these laws are protecting our people that's on the streets. Let's make sure that let's start focusing on that. Let's start focusing on housing. How is it that you can't get approved for a home loan because they say you don't make enough, but yet you can only all of the rent is more than what the home loan mortgage would be, and you have to live somewhere. So what do you want people to do? Be homeless? Is that where we're going?
That's part of that leadership you got. It's all about them top dollars.
All about the
they
top
got
dollars.
these developments and they don't care anything about. They have this gentleman here. He's a reverend. He doesn't have, I forgot where his church is, but on this street, it's this homeless mission, this Pacific Guard mission. He stands outside there and he has a line going around the corner of this building where he has his grills, his propane tanks and everything out there. He's feeding the homeless hot meals like steak sandwiches, burgers, chicken wings. He got all this out here. And as they were interviewing him, he's telling them, "Oh, every day we don't. Times has changed now. I've been doing this for 4 years now. This is my first time hearing about him doing this." And he said he's been there on that corner for 4 years.
Wow.
Serving the homeless, feeding them every day. He's out there. And he said he's outside of that mission, that garden, Pacific mission, and they feeding them like they say, they give them a little more food than some soup and sandwich, but
Hey,
like
Notorious,
Starbucks
give me
don't
1 second. I'm sorry, I don't mean to interrupt you, but you know how we said we have to go into tape 2. So we're going to have a brief moment. Just bear with us while we switch over to the next. Grab a hat, go grab some coffee, get some tea, whatever. We're going to switch over, and we'll be right back with you in about 2-3 shakes. Thanks again. You're listening to a Shy Georgia Peach production. One moment.